we roll on SportsBit. Big game breakdown continues. The monster matchup Saturday night. Alabama and Baton Rouge to take on LSU. Bama 7.5, 45.5 the total. Both teams off the bye, and they're fresh. So this could be the most physical game of the season coming up. But the big story's been Alabama and what they've done to Leonard Fournette. 110 yards in 40 attempts career against Bama. 18-yard run last year. All his other 18 other carries, only 13 yards, which puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback, Teddy.
Well, it sure does. I mean, the bottom line, there's so many different bottom lines going up against Alabama. But, I mean, it's an LSU team that's proven they can bang with anyone. But banging hasn't been good enough against Alabama. We're talking about a game that, as you mentioned, could be the most physical game played in college football all year. And when you talk about LSU, that they haven't been able to get Fournette on track against Alabama. No one's been able to run the football against Alabama. So now all of a sudden you're talking about a lot of pressure on the quarterback in Danny Etling. He's been okay versus weak opponents. Now he really has to step up in class. And you're talking about a Purdue transfer in Etling, who, do you trust him against Alabama's defense? Not so much. I mean, LSU hasn't left campus since Les Miles was fired in late September. The team's built some good chemistry. They're 3-0 straight up and 3-0 against the spread since Orgeron took over. They scored 38-plus in all three games after the offense couldn't move the ball at all against Auburn and Wisconsin. But that 3-0 straight up against the spread, well, it came against Missouri, who stinks, Southern Miss, who doesn't play defense, and Ole Miss, who's in the midst of a pretty nasty collapse. None of those compare to Alabama's defense, not even close.
You make a mistake, you're going to get buried. Athletes everywhere. We told you about this streak about the last month on SportsBit. 5 interception returns for touchdowns, 4 fumble returns, 2 punt returns, at least 1 touchdown from the defense or special teams in every game. It's over 20 since last October. That's why they're 6-2 ATS, 2 non-covers. Ole Miss coming through the back door and only beating Kentucky by 28, Teddy. You make a mistake, they're going to run you out.
That's what Alabama does. I mean, again, you're talking about a team with a Frosh QB in Alabama, and you say, oh my goodness, this price tag's pretty high. But when you have a squad like Alabama that scores on offense, that scores on defense, that scores on special teams every single week, that has the elite receiving corps. I've loved this LSU team since Orgeron took over. They made me money. Not this week. I know maybe you're supposed to take LSU, but if I'm playing, I'm laying.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.